What's good, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications because we talk about music, culture, and the stuff people don't always want to say out loud. Now, the Grammys happened last night, and once again, the internet is arguing. Kendrick Lamar won. Some artists didn't. And a lot of people feel like the Grammys did what they always do. So today, we're not here to hate on anyone. We're here to talk about why so many people feel like the Grammys have been robbing artists for years. Let's get into it. Let's be honest for a second. Every year, the Grammys happen, and every year, people leave confused, angry, or just laughing. Like, how does this keep happening? Some of the biggest artists of our generation don't win, or barely win, while other wins make people pause and say, wait, what? So today we're not just talking about Kendrick. We're not just talking about Davido. We're talking about the Grammys' long history of questionable decisions and why so many artists and fans don't take them seriously anymore. On paper, the Grammys are meant to reward musical excellence, impact, creativity, not popularity, not beef, not numbers alone. But here's the problem. The Grammys keep telling us one thing and doing another. And that's where the distrust started. Let's get the recent one out of the way. Kendrick Lamar winning a Grammy sparked a lot of noise online. Not because Kendrick isn't talented, he is, but because of timing. The Drake beef, the diss tracks, the lyrics people were already quoting everywhere of Drake's Family Matter, where he said, Kendrick just opened his mouth, someone go hand him a Grammy right now. So some fans felt like the Grammys were riding the moment, like, oh, this is hot right now, let's stamp it. Whether that's true or not, it reopened an old wound because Kendrick didn't create this conversation. The Grammys did years ago. People feel that Kendrick is still lit because of the beef between him and Drake, even though his last album, GNX, got nominated and won Grammys in every category, despite the fact that none of the diss songs were in the album. It seems now that the Drake lyrics on Kendrick really aged well, as Kendrick has the same number of Grammys as Jay-Z, which is 25. Now let's talk about Davido, but briefly, not the whole video. Davido is one of the biggest African artists alive. There's no debate there. Yet every Grammy season, it's the same story. Nomination, red carpet, no award. So Nigerians started asking questions again. Some feel the Grammys use African artists for global reach, but don't fully respect their impact. Then Tyla wins her category over Davido, and boom, the internet splits into two. This isn't about hating Tyla, it's about trust in the system. And trust has been broken before many times. Now, this is where things get spicy. Travis Scott versus Cardi B. Let's rewind to 2019. Travis Scott drops Astro World. That album was everywhere. Sicko Mode, cultural impact, sales longevity. People were calling it an instant classic. Then Cardi B wins Best Rap Album for Invasion of Privacy. Now, don't get it twisted. Cardi had a great album, but even Cardi herself looked shocked when her name was called. Travis Scott walked away with nothing. To this day, people still bring this up like, yeah, that was crazy. Nicki Minaj, one of the most influential female rappers ever, changed the sound, changed the look, changed the culture, and for years, no Grammy. She's been nominated multiple times, snubbed multiple times, and she's openly called the Grammys out. At some point, it stopped being shocking and just became sad. And also, Snoop Dogg. This one surprises people. Snoop Dogg has been nominated over 15 times. 0 wins. Let that sink in. One of the most recognizable artists on earth never won a Grammy. That alone should tell you something. Now, here's where it gets funny in a painful way. Do you know Lil Durk has more Grammy wins than Travis Scott? No disrespect to Durk, but Travis Scott? Astroworld, Utopia, global tours, and still no Grammy? At this point, it feels personal. Either Travis did something to the Grammy committee, or they just don't like him. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The Grammys are not just about music. They're about industry, politics, committees, timing, image. That's why artists like Drake, The Weeknd, Nicki Minaj have all distanced themselves from the Grammys at some point. When too many people complain, it stops being coincidence. Even with all this, people still watch. Why? Because a Grammy still means something, even if people pretend it doesn't. That's why every win and every loss turns into an argument. So, no, this isn't just about Kendrick. It's not just about Davido. It's about a pattern where impact doesn't always win. Numbers don't always matter. And fans are left confused. The Grammys may never change. Let me know what you think. Who do you think the Grammys robbed the most?